the topic of coming out came up today, and there's this assumption that queer people, LGBT plus people, come out once. It's a one-hit wonder, first round of coming out, and then once you've come out, you're out. And the reality is that you don't stop coming out. You come out every day in many different ways, all of the time, as a queer or LGBT plus person, right? And sometimes you hear people say, well, you don't need to come out. Well, just let it go. Or why do you need to tell people all the time? Whatever goes on in the bedroom's nothing to do with me. And I've heard it all. I'm not making these up. I have examples and examples of examples where I've heard it in my private life, in my corporate life, or whatever. And the reality is, first of all, gammon. I definitely don't want to talk to you about my sex life, so you're okay. And I definitely don't want to hear about yours. But you're not making a point about whether you want to come out. You're making a point about whether you want to be honest about your identity. And that's a really tough thing to do. And queer people, LGBT plus people don't get enough credit for the fact that you're not coming out because we have something to prove to you or that we want to bring up the topic of our sexual orientation. We want to be ourselves. And if you were misgendered, or if you were had an assumption, I had an example today. I was talking on a call center about something, and then we were talking about the second applicant. And the woman said, your wife or your girlfriend? And I was like, no, my husband. Which was silly of her in 2026 to just not wait. But anyway, if a woman rang in, a straight woman rang in, and I was working in the call centre and I said, oh, is that your wife or your girlfriend? The straight woman would correct me and go, my wife or girlfriend? No, it's my husband. And so we have the right to do that as well. We have the right to say who we are and who the people in our lives are. And so it's effort. But the other thing is that it's not always safe to do it. Or you have to use even more effort to go, can I be arsed to correct them? Can I be arsed to even not correct them? Just talk about who I am or, who I'm in a relationship with. Is it safe to do it? Am I on a night out? Have I just started a new job? Am I at uni? Am I on holiday or wherever? I have to make a risk assessment of doing that. And all because you've made that commitment to be yourself and be honest about your identity. It's not straight people's fault at all, but it's worth bearing in mind that there is a labour, there's a tax, there's an effort to just showing up as yourself, as a queer or LGBT plus person.